What's going on, gamers? So we got some crazy drama here going on between MBG and Alex. I feel like after watching what MBG just said, because I just watched it, it's 9 minutes and 33 seconds. I just commented down here on the page. Alex is not a grifter because he's trying to call him one. Watched plenty of his content. I think MBG has hit the tea kettle limit of being clipped and the lid has burst, and now he's just throwing shots. I have to react to this. So this is what I just said. So we're gonna get into this,
And
obviously. But obviously he has got clipped, and there are some smart things that Alex says. And when you represent Sony too much, right now it's just really not the best thing to do. You can expect this type of content to happen. So behind this, we see MBG replies to the post because Alex says the thing is Xbox has been third party for a decade, right? Replying to that one guy down there, MBG says, "These are the hypocritical clowns that tried so hard and still do to gaslight and shit on anyone who knew Xbox was going third party. Notice how they get very calm and serious when being spoon fed Phil Spencer's BSPR statement and suddenly start considering all options as a possibility." Interesting. So he's throwing shots at him. And the reason why he's doing this is because of how much Alex has shared him in his clips, as he does with Reforge and other people as well. But he makes some solid statements because sometimes when Sony needs to be criticized, they don't do it, right? And it's just all about being only positive towards PlayStation. But here in this video, though, MBG, like I said, lets the lid off, and it's going to get very interesting. So, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into this. I'm going to say some things along the way, and there's some things I'm not going to say because that's going to be between those two. But this is interesting, seeing this side of him. And remember what he said before. He's tired of getting clipped into oblivion, and now um, he's not being calm anymore. He's throwing shots back. So let's see what happens here.
that's what makes sense. And they will do anything they need to do. Anything they need to do to keep entertaining their audience. Because it's not about the truth. It's not about actually being genuine. And it's certainly not about being correct.
So my thing with that is, I've seen a lot of things that Alex has said. I've seen some things MBG has said. He's a pretty straightforward guy. He's not the guy you go to look for, like, you know what I mean, fun and entertainment. But he's a likable, chill, down to earth guy. He doesn't go around tearing down people, any of that type of stuff. So there's some things I do like about MBG. But Alex definitely tells the truth on things. He calls out some stuff. He has a pretty good balance. He's done content on PC reviews for, like, the way specs work and stuff. He's talks about, like, just stupid stuff in the industry that shouldn't be going on. He doesn't just do entertaining. He has a pretty good balance on his page. Yeah, does he have some entertainment and all that stuff? Yeah, it is funny though. He's good at what he does, and that's just part of the industry. You know what I mean? I do some of that too. I have my balance. I do my interview talk stuff and all that, but I just think that because he's clipped him so much and he's seen it, that it's personal now. And now he's throwing stuff at him subjectively because he feels like he's been trying to tear him down. So this is like really big between these two. But I just want to comment and say a couple things on that. But man, let's go.
In your assessment. It's about keeping them entertained. Because the moment you actually try to, conceive a thought of your own that's genuine, they probably start to go away. Which is probably why this is the type of reaction content that you have to constantly leech onto and latch onto. It's all you got. It's all you fucking have.
See, I would take that a bit personal because that's like, I don't know. I think that if he saw of his content, he wouldn't say that. But I feel like I said, this is personal. So they're at war with each other for sure.
And that's why it's never been genuine. Because it's only ever been about, you know what? How can I make this work for me today? Whether it be my videos, whether it be my streams. Because they know if they showed the full fucking picture, they know it's over. They know that if they try to actually just remove the reactive content, even for just a little bit, because reaction content is a valid form of content. I'm not here to say it's not valid.
Mm-hmm.
It absolutely is.
Yeah, it's a big
but
thing.
When that's all you have to offer, why don't you try for just a moment to remove it? Have a real conversation with your own audience, one-on-one. Why don't you do that? Why? Well, at this point, that's not going to happen because they know it's just a matter of time till they end up saying something that's going to then be used against them.
I just think people are looking for that regardless when you're doing that type of content. It's just entertainment. And you just have to be able to accept the positive with the negative. I do it all, you know what I mean? I have a good balance across my channel, and I've been doing a lot of that lately, of course, too. And then you got to think about what the algorithm is reading as well, too. It's just the way that the industry works, and depending on how long you've been doing it as well. So my thing with that is you just got to find that balance. But you know, the media thrives off of negativity and entertainment, and I think a lot of people know that. So that's something that definitely has to be considered too. And depending on how you want to grow your channel, what's going on in people's personal life, you just don't never really know in that type of situation. So it's better to watch all of somebody's content and get to know them, you know, before we make those type of statements. But even then, though, you know what I mean. That's between them. Like I said, I've seen a lot of Alex's content. I think he does a good job of what he does. I don't see him as somebody that just does reaction content. He does all types of stuff. But look on his face, y'all. This is him seeing Alex clip on. Look at it. He's pissed. That's an introverted rage. Like I think he's. That's why I said that the tea kettle is hit. Like the way he's looking at that. That's a very serious, pissed off look. I didn't even try to capture it like this. As I was just explaining stuff and talking to you guys, I just kind of just now saw that. Really didn't see that. Now I'm taking a look at that look he has on his face, and I think let's fucking go at each other. Look, like you kind of see it. Like that's a steamy. I'm pissed off. I've had enough of your shit. So now I'm coming at you. It's there, y'all. We see it.
That's why they won't do it. And they know the moment that happens, well, people are going to know the truth. The truth is going to be right out there in front of everybody's face. And what are they going to do? They won't be able to twist. They won't be able to distort. They won't be able to kind of hide what they want to show. Pick and choose, cherry pick. And I get the irony that that's what I'm doing here. But you know what? This guy, if you go look at his body of content, again, this is a fucking 40-year-old grown man who sits there in a fucking banana suit. Okay? his audience practically asking him to slap his ass and slap his tits and shit. That's the type of audience this guy has. That's the type of content this guy produces.
That's his business.
Then goes on to earnestly try to tell them and tell you why what these people are saying, totally wrong. Totally off base. They're the stupid ones. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not here to defend everybody. I don't know. I don't watch everything. I don't see everything. I don't know every particular piece of content that these people latch onto. And I'm sure some of it is probably not too far off. Because I've seen it myself. I've seen some of it myself. There is a lot of ridiculous nonsense out there. But goddamn, dude, the type of community, you know, that you end up building around that level of disingenuousness is just like, you know, if this is what we're going to do now. I guess so.
Yeah, I don't feel like Alex is disingenuous, to be honest with you. I feel like he can clown on people, he can entertain, he does his, you know, stuff like MBG was talking about. People laugh, they have a good time, and like I said, that's in his world, and it works for him. He gets paid for it, and you know, you have a good time. Now, as far as being disingenuous, yeah, I don't really get those vibes from him, to be honest with you. You know that don't happen over here. That's not gonna happen. Um, but yeah, that's interesting. But like I said, I don't know how he really feels about Alex because I don't have those feelings and the way he's projecting. I think It may be him talking about the way that he's been trying to show MBG. Because, I haven't watched him that long, just like a 2 months now, you know what I mean? And I'm kind of new to all these people still in a way too, but it's going to be interesting to see how Alex replies to this, because I want to see both sides. And also I want to be entertained in a way too, but I genuinely want to see what the hell is really going on and what he's really talking about, because they would know more about that. So yeah, this is something else. Let's continue.
I guess so. But it is what it is at this point. I imagine it will just continue. It will go on and on and on.
The show must go on.
But you go check this guy's most recent videos, last 3 videos. Steam breaking a concurrent record or whatever. Great news. This is big. Xbox, Sega, whatever. This could be the future of Xbox. It's going to be great. Next video. PlayStation's in trouble, bro. PlayStation's going downhill. There's a reason why this guy, for somebody who's out here being so aggressive, being just so fucking volatile towards PlayStation fans, and the fanboys.
Hold on a second. As ridiculous as they have been for 9 straight years, maybe 10 now, towards the Xbox fan base, bro, you don't have any room to talk on that subject. I'm going to tell you, you're way off on that, man. And you represent Sony too positively. That's why people clip you, bro. I'm just going to tell you, I know that for a fact. Because if I see somebody being super positive about Sony right now, I'm going to tell them, what the hell is wrong with you? This is the most perfect time to be aggressive and professional on your criticism. It's needed. Me and you are on a huge disagreement there, because this is the worst they've ever been. And then they're just throwing the vanity, sugar-coated present box of 75 million sales written on top of the box. But when you open it up, it's completely disappointing and soulless in a lot of ways. They've made so many mistakes, it's not even funny. But because they had that carryover from PS4, like Phil Spencer said, that was the worst thing you could have lost. Nintendo's about to have the biggest carryover of them all. You can't mess that up. That was the perfect opportunity. And yeah, they messed that up. So it doesn't matter how much they would have done if they still tried to play that exclusive only game. It doesn't work. You missed that carryover. That's the hardest thing to do. Because people don't want to let go of those profiles. They invested too much. It's just like a service game. Why do you think people still play Fortnite? All the money they put into it. You could even do better than Sony, like Microsoft is doing right now, but it doesn't matter. They're attached to that. Same thing when people don't want to leave Steam. They would rather pay full money for a game on Steam than go and get on Game Pass. Sometimes there's some people that are like that. They're attached to that. It's just the way that it works psychologically and emotionally. People are like that. But yeah, bro, I'm gonna have to tell you, I like Alex's work towards PlayStation community and a lot of other people, bro, because you have to understand equalizing. You have to understand balance in the spectrum. You got to understand it's way off balance over there. And there's a lot of blind people. And they have the worst toxic fan base and the most remedial. Come on, man. Nah, bro.
Which I get it. There are toxic fucking PlayStation fanboys out there.
Okay, good.
There's a reason why this guy is constantly on the defense. He's constantly being called an Xbox fanboy. He's constantly being labeled an Xbox dude because he's a fucking grifter. And it's more than obvious. Go look at his body of content without, we got to make fun of the PlayStation fanboys. We got to talk about the Xbox.
I do it too, bro. Like, you see, I don't understand why that's seen as somebody being a fanboy, because they're putting somebody that's actually a fanboy and is toxic towards communities that are just having a good time, right? They'll even go on websites that are non-PlayStation related. I've seen them do it for years. Definitely during the PS4 era. And they consistently still do that. Just a video I just released with that one guy, that fat loser. I mean, come on, man. You mean to tell me you can't clown people like that? Because look at what they're doing. You know what I mean? Bro, it's called you reap what you sow. You play this game, it's going to get clipped, right? Because you're putting yourself out there. That's part of the entertainment industry, man. I would say if you want to be mature and grown up, man, you got to accept that negative with the positive and the world, right? And the beast is system, right? Because it's duality, bro. It's not unity. Like You got to know that. Like, come on.
Fox News and how it's actually not nearly as bad, right? It's only good.
Yeah.
And when he does call out the bad shit regarding Xbox, it's met with okay.
It's been done for 9 years in a row. Everybody knows.
He's trying to convince everybody that he's different, that he's better, he's above, and he's different. The reality is he's not. He's no different at all. In fact, he's even worse because he goes so far out of his way. He will do anything he needs to twist it and to hide it. And so many people have come across this fucking moron's content and realized, dude, I know exactly who you are. I know exactly what your type is.
See, that's between them now. Like that type of stuff. Like, it's going to be interesting to see how he replies to this. I think he should go across this whole thing because it's something that now has become that personal. Like I said, I know that MBG is emotionally disturbed, like as many times as Alex has clipped him. I can understand that, you know what I mean? Because I would just say, bro, fire back, right? Do it, you know what I mean? Now YouTube loves this type of stuff, you know what I mean? Bro, fire back. Don't think that because you built up the base you have, if somebody's coming at you like that, vice versa, right? This is be neutral here. Fire back. You know what I mean? I guarantee you Alex is going to fire back. You know what I mean? Because why would you not? Gonna have to. It just happens. You know what I mean? Like I said, that look, yeah, that's a pissed off look. He's had enough. Like I said, he hit this limit right here, starting out from his feet up here, and now he's letting it out. I'm not being an asshole about this, guys. I'm replying to this genuinely. You don't see me sitting over there laughing, saying hi. You know what I mean? No. I had to get on this, and if I feel that way, I'll feel that way. You know what I mean? But I feel like this has gotten very interesting. I didn't expect this like this.
I mean, what do you want, dude? Meow, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
That was kind of funny.
Anyway, this is just one example. It's all around, dude. It's everywhere. Everywhere you look, this is the type of shit that people are doing. This is the type of shit they're saying. And it's because it's becoming popular and it's trendy. It's trendy to grift now. That's the reality. It's trendy to grift, and people are just deciding that they are now okay with it. And so, of course, you're going to get people like this and many others that are like, oh, this is great. I'm going to take advantage of that. And I get it. If you're trying to grow your channel, if you're trying to exploit.
Yeah, but he's about to have 80,000 subs. You know what I mean? I mean, he's set. You know what I mean? Like, you just got to keep going. You know what I mean? So, I don't know about that.
Those weaknesses, sure. But I don't know, man. I get pulled into this shit. And it's like, bro, how the fuck is somebody, how is somebody that is so obviously fake? I mean, so obviously, overtly fake. How are they going to try to tell me anything?
Oof. See,
like, geez, man, it's.
Yeah, that's between them, y'all. I need to see what Alex needs to say about that because I'm not going to speak on that. Because that man to man, that's between them. And I feel like he's talking about what he said about him, and like I said, it's a very personal thing that he's responding to between those two. But he's been throwing some shots. Like, I wouldn't see Alex just standing there and just watching that. Nah. This is gonna get interesting.
It's getting sad out here. It really is.
Oh, trust me, bro. I know about that with certain people.
All right. We do need to move on and talk about The Last of Us, though. All right. Hold on. Get this out of here. I need to...
MBG's getting interesting now.
Bring up my chat, because for some reason... It happened again. Hold on, my studio crashed again. Hold on.
So we're done with that. Guys, let me know what y'all think about this. Like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, I've only been watching these guys. Like, I ran into Alex like 2 months, maybe 3 months ago. Same thing with MBG recently, Reforged. So y'all have been probably watching them longer than I have. But I'm very good at reading people anyway, so I already know what I know. But like I said, certain I'm not going to interject on certain things because some of those things are between the way he feels about Alex clipping him and why Alex feels that way too. Like we're gonna get more answers along the way, but this got interesting, didn't it? All right, y'all. Peace out.